Alright guys, so we're going to be decoupaging my dashboard, and the first thing you need is Mod Podge, something like this. It's like a glue essentially. We're going to be using this as a base to put down on our canvas. And something you can use are magazines. They work real great. I actually ordered a bunch of strategy guides. So I got some Mario Kart Strategy guides, Mario Kart 7, 8, a little smaller one, just some variety, and double dash. I'll be ripping pages out of this and attaching it to, well, to my car's dashboard right here. So let's get into it. Alright guys, we got the dashboard all set to go. We decoupaged the whole thing. I kind of went back and did some stickers as well and added some extra stuff. So we're ready to add the bar top or epoxy, however you want to call it. I'm using wet systems. So it comes with the resin and the hardener. I never used this before, but it seems super easy. You attach these pumps to the system itself, and it's one pump of resin, one pump of hardener, and then you're good to go. It's already basically mixed. So I'm going to be pouring it on. I don't know how much we're going to go through, but we're going to do a full layer, possibly let that fully cure and see if that's enough. So let's get to it. Okay, so one thing I came to realize after doing this dashboard, I kind of ran into a couple issues, and I didn't want to discourage anyone from trying to do a project and maybe getting stuck in it and not wanting to go through with it, essentially. But we saw it through, installed the dashboard, and well, here's what happened. So I had gotten the dash installed in the car here, and I noticed something which I didn't plan for. Okay, so you get in the car and you're ready to go, and it's a bright sunny day, and what I didn't realize when driving the car, the reflection on the windshield was insane because of the gloss that I put onto the dashboard and all the bright colors while I'm driving around and reflect it up onto the windshield. So it made it hard to see. The other thing I didn't take into account is the sun. Driving around all day, the sun is constantly beating on the dashboard, and it ended up sun fading all the magazine pictures that I put on the dash. So now it looks pretty faded, as you will be able to see. And here's the dashboard right here. You know, something that was good on paper, but when we brought it into the real world, you know, I didn't realize it was going to get so sun faded like that. Okay, now I did try to prevent it, and I went out and bought this UV clear coat by Krylon, and it's supposed to help non-yellow things in the UV rays from the sun. I did a couple coats of this after I put the clear epoxy on there, and you know, as you can see, it didn't do the job. Maybe if I had to put more of this on there, but the sun is very harsh. It sun fades lots of things. You can see it all the time in, you know, game stores that you go to. They have DVDs in the window or video games, then the boxes become sun faded. The only way around this would have been to get expensive vinyl and put that on the dashboard itself. And guys, as you can see, the graphics I have on the outside of the car here were expensive vinyl, so they have a coating on it so it's not going to fade during the sun. So this has been on there for a couple years now and still looks nice and bright. So that would be one option if you got vinyl like this and had it stretched over the dashboard. If you guys want to see how I put this vinyl on, there's a link in the description or up top. Now, I did have an extra dashboard that I got from a friend, and I was able to work on that while this old one was still in the car. What I ended up doing was grabbing some satin spray paint. Now, this is the same blue that's on the outside of my car. It's a satin finish, so it's not glossy, so we'll run into less issues, and it's a darker color. So we painted the whole dashboard in this blue color, and then to give it some pop, I did add vinyl decals. They're white, and they're not super glossy, so they stuck on there, added that character that I wanted to make it a little bit more and still fit with the theme. I have the racing flag stripes on the dashboard that match the racing flags that are on the outside of the car as well. So it ties the theme together, and I think overall it turned out a lot better. I definitely think I want to add a couple more gauges on where the GPS is currently located. I left some room there to kind of mount some stuff to it. I just don't know what yet to put there, just to kind of race car vibe it up. The more gauges, the faster you go, I think. I think that's how it works. Just adds the horsepower. Again, I said if I had known this going forward, I could have prepped a little bit more, but that's why we try these experiments in DIY projects. You're not sure what the outcome is going to be, but it shouldn't discourage you from trying it and seeing where you can get. It's basically problem solving. So I ran into an issue with the dashboard. How are we going to solve it? The only easier solution that I thought of was with spray paint and painting the dash again. If you guys are curious, I have a NRG clear acrylic steering wheel. I picked that up from their website. It was a limited release. Definitely eye-catching. And then I had used some fabric that matches my Clasio seat covers to go over the steering column. This way it kind of ties the interior all together. And my little table on the side can hold my Game Boy or other items, I guess, you know, while you're eating. If I have a passenger in there and they want a snack, you can put some food on there. But the whole interior there works out pretty good. On my GPS, I actually have Mario Kart on there. Instead of a regular car, it's a Mario Kart car. So all the details, the fine details, I made sure to theme with the car. If you guys want to check out a full build of my car, I have a playlist of me purchasing the car, painting it, doing the seats, headliner, and everything in there. You can check that link out. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I put out videos weekly. As always, guys, I'm RussLyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit. I'll see you next video. And I want to give a super shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Dan Buchanan, Joe Yellis, George Sandoval, Joseph Riviera, Nintendo, Joe Sheevy, Kelly Moore, David Apuzzo, Maynard, TechWizX, Matthew Hannigan, Alex Kaz, Ian Oshie, Cannon and all my Patreon supporters. Link below if you want to join, and I'll see you later.